My name is Lucas Brehaut, a PhD candidate at Memorial University in St. John's, Newfoundland. I'd like to thank the Garfield Weston Foundation for supporting my research on how wildfires in the northern boreal mountains may facilitate range expansion of boreal tree species. Across the circumpolar north, changes to wildfire frequency and severity have been well documented. Fires are becoming more severe, lasting longer, and occurring in areas where this type of large-scale natural disturbance is uncommon. While large-scale fires within the tundra biome are still relatively infrequent, tundra vegetation at the boreal tundra treeline has the potential to burn due to its proximity to the forest edge. Despite an increase in treeline wildfires in recent years, little is known about how these events affect vegetation regeneration across treeline and whether the burning of treeline tundra provides suitable growing conditions for boreal tree species that would result in a surge establishment of trees beyond their current range edge. Wildfire-induced changes to the treeline ecosystem have notable consequences for global carbon pools and permafrost dynamics, but also may have implications for caribou populations, as treeline ecosystems provide key habitat for grazing and overwintering. Determining whether the resistivity of the tundra's vegetation composition is disrupted by wildfire at treeline represents an important first step in understanding wildfire implications for caribou in the northern boreal mountains of the Yukon. The Wildlife Conservation Society of Canada and the Garfield Weston Foundation have enabled me to travel to remote areas in the Yukon and implement an extensive natural field experiment at both burned and unburned treeline ecosystems. The fellowship has allowed me to purchase microstations and time-lapse cameras that will provide daily information on site characteristics like soil moisture, soil temperature, and snow depth and duration. These monitoring stations allow me to get an in-depth understanding of how wildfire may influence conditions for tree establishment throughout the entire year. Once again, I would like to thank the Garfield Weston Foundation for their support of my research. I would also like to acknowledge my other supporters and thank the many people who have helped me complete fieldwork along the way. Finally, I'd like to recognize and thank the Tundra Gwich'in First Nations and the Vuntech Gwich'in First Nations for allowing me to work on their traditional lands.